Good early evening, late afternoon, Big Brother fans. I am live on Spreaker tonight. I've been a bad boy. I haven't gotten on until now to do this, but I didn't feel like it. And by the way, since I'm doing this live, I don't usually do this live. This is usually recorded, and I have a pause feature. I don't have a pause feature right now, so there may be awkward moments of silences or strange noises, and I apologize for all of those things in advance. Like right now, I'm going to take a sip of a drink. There we go. So, yesterday when I did my last Spreaker, I said I thought that Omarosa would nominate Mark and Ross. My thought being that she would, that she wasn't going to nominate James because she promised she wouldn't. She said she wants to get a woman. She just wants to get women to the end. She wants a woman to win. So I thought, well, then she's not going to nominate a woman, and she's not going to nominate. She told both Keisha and Meta that she would never nominate them when Keisha was still in the house. So, not going to nominate Meta, not going to nominate a woman, I thought. As you know, that's not the case at this point. And promised James she wouldn't nominate him. That leaves you with Ross and Mark. And that is who she said, after I did my Spreaker, at some point, she said that's who she was thinking of nominating. And I also saw her tell Brandy that she was safe, she was okay, she's good with her, kind of a thing. Although she, there was this, I don't know if Omarosa knew it, if she found out, and like she knows now, I don't know if she'd found out yet, that Brandy was the one vote for, to keep Shannon safe, to evict Mark. But, either way, I was pretty sure she wasn't going to nominate a woman. But she did. She nominated Brandy and Ross. Now, word is that her target is Ross. Or the target is Ross. She has no target. She can't do anything. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to happen or not. I don't know if, first of all, we don't know what's going to happen with the power of veto. So, there's another drink. The power of veto voting is going on. Some people are very upset about it, very mad, very vocal about how we need to vote and what's important and what's not. And look, I don't care. I mean, it may make a difference, but first of all, somebody has to win the power veto. So right there, we've got who could possibly win it? Well, we don't know who's going to compete in it. But, so we know that now that Brandy and Ross and Omarosa are going to compete in it. That's all we know. If Ross wins the power veto, doesn't matter which one it is, he's going to save himself. Now, if and I'm going with Ross here because that's the one that people seem to hope gets out. Ross or Marissa seems to be the trendy ones that I've seen online, the ones I've seen people vocal about. So we'll just go with that. Those two is the one that the public would like to see evicted. Let's pretend Ross gets the power veto. Now that would be good for many people unless it was the diamond power veto. Because if Ross gets the diamond power veto, it would allow him to save himself and put Marissa up. Or put someone else up, not Marissa, if you think of them as being a pair. Same goes for Marissa, of course. If Marissa were to win the power of veto, if she had to play for it and she won it, if it was the diamond, she could save Ross and put up somebody else. Say, Meta. I don't know. I'm just, Meta, you want to go home, here's your chance. I don't know what would happen. With the VIP, again, if it was Ross could save himself. It's the same kind of situation. Ross could save himself. Omarosa could put up Marissa in Ross's place. But then Ross could, I think, turn right around and save Marissa. Say, nope, somebody else. And then she'd have to put up someone else in Marissa's place. At which point, we'd be down to, maybe she'd say, hey, James, sorry, I promise, but I can't put these other people up, so you're up now. I don't know. But hey, that'd be interesting. And I frankly don't care who gets evicted on Monday, by the way. I don't care who goes. Doesn't make a difference to me. I was hoping for Shannon to to get to the end and, do all that. And now that she's gone, I don't care. All bets are off. Doesn't make one lick of difference to me who lasts, who goes, who stays, who wins. None of it matters. So that's how I feel. And then the final one is the spotlight, and all that is the winner of the Power Veto has to play it. Oh no, have to play it. Sorry, Omarosa. I mean, that's it. They have to save someone. Okay, if it's anybody, if it's Ariadna, she might save Brandy, and then Omarosa will put up Marissa. I mean, I just don't think this Power Veto is going to be that big or devastating. The alliance, there's not any big one super strong alliance, and Omarosa isn't really, in my opinion, aligned strongly with anybody. So it doesn't really matter to her who goes. As long as somebody goes, she's going to be fine. So that's my thoughts on the Power Veto thing. The voting ends on Monday at noon. Turns out, noon Eastern, I think. Turns out that you can only vote 20 times via at least online, at least on the webpage. It's not 20 times per day. It was just 20 times. Now, I don't know. You mean the people that really want to hack it? If you can in theory use the KIK application, the Kick, which is a little online chat thing, and I fired mine up, and it allowed me to log in, and I never tried to vote on it. But I guess if I did, I'd get to vote 20 times there, because it has no affiliation with my CBS All Access account. And the same goes with my Facebook account. If I use that, I should be able to vote 20 more times, because that has no affiliation with my CBS All Access account. Unless I have to tie it in with my CBS All Access account. I don't know. I don't know if you need CBS All Access to vote through Facebook. I'm not sure. But the Kick thing, there seems to be absolutely no way that they can track who you are. So if you really wanted to, if you're really that, like, oh my God, we've got to vote, then get on Kick, K-I-K, probably on Google as well. I know it's on iOS. Download it, install it. You have to create an account. I believe you can create as many accounts as you want. So you can go and vote 20 times for each one of those if you really want to. As far as what's going on today, okay, folks, I haven't watched a lot today. I've barely hovered in the background. I really haven't seen much going on. I did see Mark and James, I think, talking about who they'd rather see go. I think it was mostly, Mark saying we really need to get rid of Brandy because it's going to be an all-girls thing. We need to keep the guys safe. And then they were contemplating whether they should tell Omarosa or not. And I'm thinking, don't tell Omarosa. Don't tell Omarosa. Because these people just need to get Omarosa out as soon as possible. If they're smart, they would get her out. But, of course, she's not going to go out this week. So she's made it to the final weekend, which is what I said. I bet she at least makes it to the final weekend. All right. I think that's about it. There's a show on. The show starts in about 45 minutes. I will not be watching it live. I don't think there's any big deal that I'm not going to watch it live. I'm going again to yet another basketball game, and I'll tune into it later tonight. Maybe I'll fast forward through it. We'll see. I mean, I know what's going to be shown, so I don't really particularly. I'm going to show the hanging competition, the wall sitting competition that we watched. And they'll show Omarosa getting her head of household. They'll show her. It'll end with her making nominations, which just happened last night. So I mean, it's kind of like I don't really need to tune in for that because I've seen it all. I imagine there'll be some more White House talk because they like to throw in sprinkle a little bit of White House, talk, because that gets the rags, the publishing, the newspapers and the gossip rags putting out, puts Big Brother in the news. So I imagine, I think she's talked a little bit about it in the last. Did she say? No, she said the last thing. I don't know. Don't care. All right, I'm going to stop talking now. And I realize this is live. Some of you guys are just hearing this live. And you're like, wow, he just talks and talks. This is why when we do our podcast, our next podcast is Tuesday, by the way, Scott cuts me off. Because if he doesn't cut me off, I'd just keep talking and talking and talking. Yeah, there you go. Tune into our podcast Tuesday night. I'll do a Periscope later on this evening on the way home. I'll probably fire up Periscope. I won't know anything new. So those of you that are here, when you see my Periscope pop up, you're not going to learn anything new. A lot of times I don't even talk about Big Brother for half the Periscope drive because I'm reading what people are saying, or I'm glancing very carefully at what people are saying and responding to it. And sometimes we're having just general conversations. Oh, look, there's windmills. Oh, look, what kind of cleaning detergent do you use when you clean your tub? Yes, that was part of our conversation last night, actually. And with that, I am out of here. You guys have a good evening. Those of you that only hear me this way, or those of you that are hearing this live for the first time. I'll upload this to Spreaker, and then it'll get pushed out there for other people that listen to it other ways. I hope you have a wonderful Sunday night. And those of you that are Monday through Friday workers like myself, yay, it's almost over. Another week's about to begin. Yay, I'm so excited. Really, I am. Really. All right. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.